con Silvia por KUHS Denver Radio y Televisión. Espero que estén teniendo un día muy, muy hermoso. Aquí en el estudio pues tenemos a un invitado otra vez que lo tuvimos ya hace como un año y cachito. Y vamos a ver qué es lo que ha estado pasando con él todo este tiempo. Ahora ya después de que pues en manera la pandemia se está... No digamos que quitando, pero ya hay más lugares abiertos a ver cómo le ha ido con sus eventos y todo eso y las cosas nuevas que nos trae. Así que ahorita se los presento en unos minutos. Thank you so much for being with us. Canciones de Domingo with Silvia, KUHS Denver Radio and TV station. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And as you guys can see, we already have our guest for this morning. And he was with us about a year and some months ago. So we're going to go and ask him about what he's been doing during this time, because even though the pandemic is still going on, but there's a lot of more stuff that we're able to do now with, like, you know, with some good care and stuff like that. So I know that he's been doing events and things like that that he wasn't doing before when we interviewed him last time. So good morning, mi amor, buenos días, welcome to Canciones de Domingo.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, good, good. And that's Aryan Charma, all the way from India. So over there, it's kind of late, but he usually goes to bed very early in the morning of the next day. So
the world knows my schedule now, yeah.
Yes. I better know it, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, Ariane, I know when we talked last time, there was, you know, all the stuff from the pandemic going on. Events were not happening at all. I mean, there was probably just very, very few. So you were concentrating more on, actually, you were writing a song, you know, last time we talked. And you were just trying to concentrate in school and, you know, just little things that you could do in the house. Actually, you were not going out pretty much at all.
That was good because, you know, the last time that we talked, probably that was last year around this time. And that was a complete lockdown. We could not go out. Okay, so I was writing songs. And then, you know, somewhere around October and November, the situation got a little better. So I started doing a few events. I did a few, I did my stage comeback after like 21 months. And that was on the 12th of December. It was great. And now, again, you know, there's this Omicron thing happening all around. And now I'm working on those songs. I'm recording. I'm actually just laying them down on the track. And yeah.
So, what was the feeling when you came back to the stage? Because, I mean, now you're saying, you know, like 21 months, 22 months. That's pretty close to 2 years.
It is, yeah. It felt like the first time once again. So I have been performance. I told you, see, I stepped on stage the first time when I was probably 4 years old, and you know, so that's why I've never had that stage fear. But you know, after such a long gap, such a long break of like 21 months, it was the first time altogether, and I was nervous. I was, you know, very conscious about going on there, about what I wear, about what I sing, about what I perform, how I perform, about the audience, the reaction. But yeah, eventually it all turned out to be good, and the show was great. It was, yeah, the response was amazing.
Were you like a little bit, not like tense, but this is, well, my personal feeling, like, you know, I really don't go out dancing and stuff like that. And the other day I kind of went to a birthday party and they got me, you know, dancing. I felt so heavy, like tense and
yeah,
heavy.
Yeah. Because, you know, but it's always like, you know, you know, for the first song. When you step on stage, that first note, the first song, it's always going to be messed up. But you know, when you start singing, when you get into the song, you get into the music, then you know you've been doing this all your life, and just go ahead with it. And it was, thankfully, I had lovely people around. I had lovely audiences. I had my family up there as well. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun show.
Well, that's great to hear. And so for all the people that, you know, didn't see our first interview, Ariane has been doing this, like how he said, you know, he stepped, you know, for the first time on a stage when he was 4 years old. his mom is a wonderful singer, and so that's how he started, picking up into the music and stuff like that. He's also an actor. Anything new with your acting career?
With my acting, I've actually just been working on the music side of me. But I've been auditioning for a few things. Let's hope for a good response this year, 2022. I'm actually hoping to get into something at least.
Well, that's one of the things that, and especially I heard in India, like there was like more cases than the United States. So you guys have more lockdowns. It's been more careful with anything that has to do with the crew, cast and crew, having them together. And it's just hard to film, to have events and things like that. That's why when I saw you in a couple events, I'm like, wow, that's incredible, and I did see that there were measurements that they're taking during the events as well. So you haven't gotten sick at all.
Yeah, actually, so even the events that I did, so the capacity was cut down to 50%. There weren't a lot of people, but it was fun, of course. About the films, about the movies, the shoots were happening, the shoots were around, but then again, this almost third wave that we have right now, even the city that I am in, New Delhi, the capital, we've got a night curfew as of now, which is like from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning. And yeah, and on the weekends we can't go out. It's a total curfew on the weekends.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I haven't been out since Christmas. I've been home.
Wow. Well, I know you celebrated your birthday really, really good. I saw all those photos, all those videos, seem incredible. And now you are 22? Is that right?
I am, yes.
Wow. And one of the things that I noticed with you is that you look more mature. Like this 1 year, it kind of like made you look like I mean no I'm not I don't want to say old. I'm not saying old or anything. Just more mature. Do you feel that way?
Sure, more experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. When you look at yourself in the mirror every day, I don't think you see a change. But now, when I look at the picture, I do feel a change. There's a lot of there's a lot of hair growing on my head.
Yeah, we
Last
have
time I was doing
hair.
the hat.
I love your hair. Like I told him, Eddie, can you just not put a hat this time because I do want to see your hair because I love it. So thank you so much.
I was very impulsive. I just got my head shaved the last time I was here, and no, it was fun. It was fun. Change is good. I think. I still have the picture. In fact, I was looking at the interview, the last interview today. I scrolled down my Facebook and I'm like, wow, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, because that's one of the things that I noticed, in probably like the last couple months, I looked at you and I was like, oh, he looks like more mature, it was, I mean, you still have like your baby face, especially when you're, shaved and everything, but it still like has this little change to it. And I was like, because I remember when I met you, um, you were about to turn 21, so it looked,
Oh,
yeah, it looks so young. So I'm like that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you look so old, but it's just that maturity, and I'm pretty sure a lot has to do with everything that you have been going through. The lockdown and things that you have learned, and things like that. And how's your school? I mean, you're done with it?
I am done. Yeah, I've graduated,
Yay!
and uh, yes. So I'm a music graduate finally, and I'm doing what I love. So yeah, it's been a good year. I have no complaints except for the lockdown part, of course. It's been productive. I've been working, but I need to double up the work now that I'm not busy with my university. It's all over. So yeah.
Were you able to walk down and get your diploma, or you guys were not able to celebrate it?
I could I still have the online thing to the
Oh,
mail, but I still need to get the papers once all of this settles down. Yeah.
wow. Yeah, I imagine that. I mean, I wasn't sure just because I'm pretty sure there were so many students that were doing it, online, and then having a big event is gonna be pretty big when that happens.
Exactly.
If that happens. Is there,
Yeah.
do they have a day that probably they're gonna do like some type of celebration, or they're just gonna just not even accounting on that?
Well, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think I'll just go and collect my degree. That's all I can do now.
Well, I'm glad and congratulations. Now that you graduated, like I said, now you have more
Thank
time
you.
to do music. You know, I mean, I admire your talent, so I'm always waiting to see where you come up, you know, like with new stuff and things like that. Even when there's covers that a lot, you know, some of the people were asking me about the cover that I've been putting on my posts, on my stories, and I was like, well, that's him. And they're like, really? And I was like, yeah, it is him. It's like, well, it sounded better the original, so I'm like, yeah. I'm like, if you ask my opinion, it does, you know. So yeah, it is him. It's Ariane Sharma, the one that is being on my stories, you know, singing Bad Habits, and because a lot of people, you know, they that I wasn't putting the music. I try to put the music when I'm like promoting one of my guests, their music, you know, unless there's none, you know, like either Instagram or Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is. So, you know, but this time it was him. So, I know you've been, like you said, you've been trying to do more music. Are you writing more?
I am writer, so I wrote a few songs last year. Now I'm actually in the composition phase of it. I'm composing all of them, um, trying to produce them a little bit, yeah, get my producers to the job, and yeah, I will be releasing them soon. I hope the first single goes out around April. And
April.
let's hope for the best.
Why no time flies, but at the same time, that's still a torture. You know, that's 3 more months, kind of. You know, to hear new stuff from you. And I know last night you were at the studio, you were recording. Um,
I was, yeah.
how did that go? I know you said that you guys were having some issues. How did that end up?
There were no issues, but you know, when you start making a song, you're in that zone. I was supposed to go live on Instagram, but I was like, let's work on this. Let's, you know, I kept adding more and more lyrics to it. A few changes in the lyrics while you sing. There are a lot of changes when you know. There's a big difference when you start writing the song, like on your iPhone, on your notes, on your, you know, in your notebook, versus when you are in the studio and you're recording in front of mind. So those changes, that is just very um, spontaneous. So probably that took a lot of time. But fingers crossed. Let's see.
So, well, the good thing is, like, if you wrote the song, you can make any changes you want. But like, if somebody gives you the song, then it's like, let me make a phone call. Hey, what do you think about making this change or whatever? Has that happened to you that you like at the last minute changing somebody else's lyrics?
I have, yes, I have. So there's one song of mine which is out, that is I think the only original which is out. It's in Hindi. It's called Sachal Zara. And that song had a lot of last moment changes. So we recorded it in probably August 2020. And that was a complete lockdown for the whole world.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I recorded it at my home studio. I was here. I was singing all the lyrics, and there were a few things, a few words that weren't actually, you know, hitting right in the field. So I got them changed, very last moment. The music label was, you know, they were like, we're about to release this. Are you all fine? The contracts, all the paperwork, all of them were done. And I was like, I need to change this little thing in between, can I? And they're like, it's too last moment. So my producers, my friends, they were like, would you can't do it anymore? It's, you know, it's already at the label and it's gonna release any moment. And then let me talk to the label manager, the guy who's handling the label. So I directly called him up. Hi, I'm the singer. I just recorded the track. I think, according to me, there's this one word which I pronounced like in a different way. And he's like, okay, what do you want to do about it? Like, if you can just give me like 2 hours, I'll record it again. I'll send you the mixed version, and you can put it in the final release then. Like, I can only give you 2 hours because it's going to the head office tomorrow for the release summit.
Oh.
And like, okay, I'll do it. So the last moment change, that was that.
That was a very last moment change.
That was very last moment. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, literally it has happened to you, and literally the last second, because you had to call them and say, give me just 2 more hours when that was about to be released. So, but they liked it.
They did, yeah, it's out. This song is out. It's been 2 years now almost, and I like the song. Yeah, it's not my first single, but it was an original song written by a friend. I just lent my voice for it, but I just made sure it's sounding good.
Huh. So see, things happen for the last minute, and especially when you're already doing everything live. That's one of the things that I was saying to people, like when everything is live, when you're doing the stuff at that moment, there's so many changes, there's so many things that are happening that it is okay for things not to go the way they're supposed to be. Because I'm pretty sure maybe the writer is like, yeah, I'm glad that he caught that, like he thought that was a better idea because it sounds better.
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly.
So let me translate what we've been talking about, just a little summary of what we've been talking about in Spanish. Ok, bueno, pues como les dije al principio, bienvenidos aquí a Canciones Domingo con Silvia. Tenemos a Arián Sharma con nosotros desde Delhi, India. Y él lo tuvimos hace como un año y cachito, y nos contó de cómo él empezó su carrera artística. No sé si recuerdan ustedes, la mamá de él es una cantante muy buena de la India y también es maestra de canto. Entonces él siempre ha estado, como quien dice, toda su vida en esto de la música. Él empezó su primera presentación fue a los 4 años de edad, así que imagínense. Entonces lo que estamos hablando es de que la otra vez que hablamos, él no había tenido eventos ni había tenido nada porque India estaba completamente como se dice, en cuarentena. No podían salir para ningún lado, no podría haber eventos ni nada porque los casos de la enfermedad sí estaban muy altos y estaban muy peligrosos allá. Entonces él estaba escribiendo una canción la última vez que hablamos con él. Y dice que todo ese tiempo, pues, fue que se concentró más en la escuela. Él estaba yendo a la universidad para terminar su carrera de música y ahorita ya la terminó, ya se graduó. Y lo que nos dice que están ya los eventos ahí también en India, ya los dejan hacer eventos, pero también es como el 50% de capacidad en todas los lugares donde se presenta. Dice que la primera vez que se presentó fue casi después de 22 meses, entonces casi 2 años de que él no estuvo en presentaciones, en eventos y cosas así. Y dice que sí se sintió como si fuera la primera vez y se sintió nervioso y también tenso. Y pero que lo disfrutó muchísimo. Dice que la gente lo recibió otra vez muy bonito y como siempre la familia de él es bien, lo apoya en todo, entonces siempre ha estado la familia con él en todos los lugares donde él ha ido. Pero dice que todavía tienen restricciones allá en India, los fines de semana todavía tienen, ¿cómo se dice? No pueden salir para nada y entre la semana tienen ciertas horas en las que pueden salir. Entonces todavía no está levantado todo, pero él está haciendo todo lo que se le presente, que vienen siendo en cuestión de presentaciones. Y sigue escribiendo, ahora ya se está concentrando más en escribiendo, está concentrándose más en música original y todo eso, ahora que ya no tiene que estar pensando en la escuela y todavía pues tienen un poco de, como quien dice, la cuarentena allá en la India. Anoche estaba él grabando en el estudio y dice que esa música no la vamos a poder escuchar hasta en abril. Otra cosa que le pregunté también es de que si, bueno, ahora que él está escribiendo y todo eso, dice que anoche que estaban grabando la música, hubo unos cambios, pero, o sea, que se tardaron más porque él iba a salir temprano y íbamos a hacer un en vivo. Pero no se hizo porque dice que ya a última hora, dice, fue diferente cuando estaba escribiendo la canción a cuando ya estaba en el estudio, tuve que hacer unos cambios. Entonces le pregunté que si ha hecho cambios en unas canciones que no sean de él. Y me dice que sí, que una vez, como quien dice, después de estar grabada la canción, él le habló a la disquera donde le habían mandado la canción. y habló para ver si le daban chance de cambiar unas palabras en la canción y le dieron como quien dice 2 horas más para que terminara esa canción. Entonces dice que sí le ha pasado, pero pues todo salió perfecto. Así que pues es más o menos lo que hemos estado hablando hasta ahorita. Y ya cumplió también 22 añitos, lo que le digo que también se ve más maduro que la otra vez que vino aquí con nosotros. Y dice que él viendo las fotos sí ve la diferencia, pero pues viéndose uno así diariamente pues no. And okay, so I kind of did the little summary.
I had to pretend like I'm understanding everything.
Yeah, you had to be like, yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. So you just agree with me, okay? He said, yeah, she said it right. Yeah, whatever. But, you know, that's another thing. I don't know if you guys were watching our first interview, you know, Ariane sang Despacito, and, like, his pronunciation, you know, or Spanish is, like, really good. And that's one of the things that I'm like, Ariane, you don't have a video, you know, of you singing Despacito that you can send me, you know, like, no, like, come on. Have you tried to sing another song in Spanish?
Another song in Spanish? I don't think so. You gotta send me a few more songs. I'll definitely try.
I'll be more than happy to do that. Also, you know what? Because that's one of the things that you remind me a lot of one of my favorite singers, Mexican singers. That's Carlos Rivera. I mean, you've probably seen my posts because I always post his memes and, you know, all those things. So you kind of remind me of him. So I'm going to send you some of his music and see what you think of his music. And maybe you can learn it. I can help you with the pronunciation if you need me to. You know, I just want to see how you can sing one of his songs. That would be so cool.
Definitely, yes. Yeah. Send me a favorite song. I'll definitely try it out.
Fantastic. You said it. You know, I'll just do it. And another thing, so I know you said that Luis Fonsi was one of your favorite singers. That's why you like Despacito. Have you picked up any of his other songs, even in English? I mean, I know he's been coming out with like a Spanglish type of thing.
Yeah, he's more into the Spanglish stuff. But I think Despacito is my all-time favorite. Like I said, we've talked about it. About Despacito, I've probably played it for you 100 times till now.
No. I want to count maybe like 5. Maybe like 5.
Yeah, around that. But yeah, that's going to be a favorite song. But yeah, I will, now that you've given me an idea. And yeah, I'll definitely try it out.
That sounds good. Yeah, I haven't actually like heard like totally Spanish songs from Luis Fonsi for a while. You know, like I think he's like, because he's like on The Voice, I think, and like he's trying to do the English as well. So it is good, you know, because maybe you'll come out with something, you know, his new music as well, and it'll be easier because I know like with Despacito you do the version that he has with like Justin Bieber with like the first part.
I do. I actually do. I do a mix of both.
Why don't you do it for us right now? Why don't you sing Despacito for us right now? Yes.
All right, then. Time to pick up the guitar. Okay. Sabes que ya hace un rato mirándote, tengo que bailar contigo hoy. Y tu mirada estaba llamándome, muéstrame el camino que yo voy. Come over in my direction. So thankful for that, it's such a blessing, yeah. Turn every situation into heaven, yeah. Oh, you are my sunrise on the darkest days. Got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna shiver every morning, slowly. You fit me telling me like how you put it on. You got the only key to how to turn it on. The way you live on, like you're the only words I wanna hear. Baby, take it slow so we can last on too. Tú eres el imán y yo soy la mitad. Me voy acercando, me voy armando plan. Solo por pensar, salir del pulso. Oh yeah, la me está gustando más de lo normal. Todo mi sentido va viviendo más. Desde mi comando sigue una puro. Despacito, quiero respirar tu río despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero sonar tu río despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, hasta que te corto todo un manuscrito. Despacito, this is how we do it down in Puerto Rico. I just wanna hear you screaming, la bendita. I can go forever, pero sé contigo. Despacito.
Uy, bravo. So this will be my sixth time. I'm gonna have to actually like go to a video and just like put that part away, you know, and just have my own video of Despacito. So.
So I'll definitely try putting up an Instagram video or something.
Yes.
In the coming week.
Please.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just like record it, you know? I mean, you do it so good.
I will. I'll just put up a reel probably this week.
Yes. So when should I expect it? 3 months from now?
A week or so.
Okay, and you know I don't forget anything, right?
I know, yes.
And you know it's in like recorded and everything, right?
Yeah, I know, yes.
Okay.
I know what I'm getting myself into.
All right, you know me already. I'm gonna be like bugging you. So was it really hard for you to learn all the words in Spanish? I mean, because there are words that because you know, like we all speak Spanish. I mean, the Hispanics and everything, but we speak it a little bit different, and especially the type of Spanish that is in this song is a little bit different. You know, it has like just like a slang type of thing. You know, in Spanish. Was it hard for you?
It wasn't really hard because I never really read the lyrics or tried to learn the song by looking at the lyrics or reading the karaoke or anything. So one thing which is actually famous about Indians is that we can mimic the words. We can do the pronunciations really well.
Ah.
Yeah, I just had to imitate the whole thing. I heard it a lot of times because I heard the Justin Bieber version first. And then I went on to the original one, which was Louis Fonsi. And I was in love with the songs, and I just, over time, I picked it up just by imitating the accent of the words.
Huh, that's interesting. So you never actually like let's say grab and went and translate every single word to know the meaning. Do you know what the song says?
I got the meaning. Later on. I used to sing it at all family parties and everything, showing off that I can sing a Spanish song, you do guys. And later on, I just read the word meaning and I'm like, I'm not singing it. not in front of them. But so even right now, if you give me the lyrics, if you give me the Spanish lyrics in front of me, I'll be confused. I won't be able to sing it really good.
Oh, okay.
Because
okay.
I heard it all. I imitated it for months, and yeah, that is when I started performing this one.
Well, that's actually like super smart because not everybody can just pick up like the sounds of every single word. So, I mean, most of us have to read it. I mean, even somebody that speaks Spanish, I have actually talked to a lot of singers, and I said, "Can you sing Despacito?" No. They can't. It's hard. It sounds like it's not hard, but I think I even myself, like I can probably sing better the part of Daddy Yankee, than Luis Fonsi. But it is a hard song to sing, and everybody probably can sing it, but not good. So kudos for you, because that is amazing, how you do it and everything, because that's a lot of times. I was talking actually with my guest from last week about how we sing stuff and we don't know what it means, and then when we start like reading the lyrics and understanding that language, it's like, oh my God, was I really singing that? Then you feel embarrassed. And I was saying that happened to me when I was singing karaoke with my daughter the other day, and I tried to sing a song that I used to sing back in high school. And like you said, just mimicking the sounds and stuff like that. And is by a very famous, singer here in the United States. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sing the song. And I started, and my daughter's like, what's wrong? Why you're not singing? I was like, I don't think I can say these words. Like, like they were, it meant something like, it was very like, sexual. So I couldn't sing it. My dad was like, well, just sing part of it. I'm like, no, I can't. So it kind of like, wow. So has that happened to you, like with any song that you kind of like, well, this one was really out there?
It happened with Despacito. I think that was the only song that I did not know the meaning of, and I used to play it in my shows, all my shows. That is fine. I think playing it live, it's fine. But I used to show it off in front of my family. One day they actually said I was not interested in the lyrics or the meaning at all. I just liked the melody of the feel of it. So I used to sing it. And my dad one day was like, "You sing this song really well, but what does it mean?" Like, I never really thought of it. I never really tried. Then I looked it up on Google, and I was like, okay. Yeah.
Like, Daddy, come here. I know what it means now. Let me sit down, please.
I was smart enough. I just sent him the link. I'm like, read it to yourself.
Read it on your own at your own time, please. Well, yeah, it is, and that happens a lot with, the music just being so universal. They go to different countries and people are singing stuff that have no idea what they're singing. We just kind of go blah, 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 and we just, yeah, I'm singing it. And then, but you kind of get that catchy part of it. And that's the one you pronounce very well, that sometimes is the craziest part of it. So and there you are singing, but Despacito, I mean, it is a love song, and it has a little bit of, sensuality, to it. It's sensual. It has a little bit, of, like, things like that, but it's not, like other ones. Like, I don't know if you ever saw those memes of this little green alien type of thing that is singing like "Dame tu cosita."
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, well, that one, that one really is something else. So, there was a lot of kids singing it when my kids were in preschool. And they were singing it, and they're like, no, you cannot sing the song because it means something bad. But it just depends what type of part of the song you sing. So that has a lot to do with it. But yeah, that's another one that just reminded me, that came to my head. And so anyways, Ariane, all the stuff that you're working on right now, is it more on the romantic side? Is it like kind of like love? What type of music is that you're concentrating on this time?
I've honestly written all about love, but they're not like the lyrics are very they're very lovey-dovey, very love song kind of lyrics. But I mean, I'm trying out different genres. I'm doing one of it, which is like totally pop. Another one which I'm working on currently, it's R&B. There's another one which is disco pop. But the lyrics are all about love. So I've always been the lover boy types around. So I'm like, I should.
I wonder why.
I don't know. Is this me?
Well, I don't know if you guys are following him, on Instagram and everywhere that he's at, his lives. I think I only see one guy on your life, just I forgot his name, and What's his name? You remember your friend, the one that started putting all these filters, and he was pretty funny.
Ashmit, yeah. So he plays the bass in my band.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. So very friends. His name is Ashmit. Yeah, he's the
But
same guy.
that's the only guy that I probably saw, during your lives or stuff like that. But most of the time, they're all these girls, and so you had to sing love songs. That's what they like to hear. So that's why you do it.
I mean, they like it, so that's how I do it.
No, well, if you like it too, because I know you're really into the Beatles. That type of music that it was,
I love the Beatles. Yeah.
very romantic. And have you done another cover of the Beatles?
The Beatles, I did put up Hey Jude a while back on my Instagram, and yeah, I still need to do my favorite, which is Yesterday.
Will you sing it for
Record
us?
soon, I think. I can, yes.
Yeah.
I am ready for Yesterday.
You said whatever you want, Sylvia. I was like, oh, all right, mi amor, aquí, I'm gonna get you to sing.
Okay, so there you go. This is Yesterday by the Beatles, and yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know. She would say, I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Wee, bravo! So that's your favorite one.
That is my favorite one by the Beatles.
And why you haven't recorded yet?
I did record it like a few times, but I wasn't quite satisfied with the sound. But I think I should finally put it up because I love the song.
Yes, it is so beautiful. I mean, I heard you singing, some of the songs of the Beatles before, and I mean, they're all just amazing, and the way you feel it too. I mean, when a singer is doing it, the one time I heard this singing like he said, "I'm gonna sing one of my favorite songs," and then he said, "I'm gonna sing another of my favorite songs," but finally the third one you kind of felt that that was his favorite, you feel it. So but you sing all of them really really nice. That's one of the things with a lot of people that don't understand when they do this for a passion, and I know also that you have said there's a lot of times that I don't feel like singing,
Yeah.
and it is okay too for them not to sing and just chat. Like you do a lot of lives, and a lot of people is always like, sing to me, and they I don't know how to put it, but at the same time I would take advantage of the time that you're not singing to get to know you better. Like if I was your fan, or like I'm watching my favorite,
That's
whatever
true.
it is, and that's one of the things that I seen that you're doing now. Like you putting people up when you're doing the lives to have them ask you questions and chat and get to know them a little bit as well, because it's
Yes.
hard when you're just like answering all the questions, but you don't have the like feedback or like the little person in there. And I'm liking that. How are you liking it?
Liking what?
Putting the people, like, that you can bring the people and talk to, and all that.
That's actually a good thing, because you can't just sing all the time. I mean, I try to sing for as long as I can when I'm live on Instagram or any other social media platform for that one. Because if 2 minutes of my singing can make somebody else's day, so nothing could be better. So I try to sing. I try to complete all the requests out there. But then there are times when I don't really feel from the inside, and I'm like, let's just talk. And when I talk, so that's I think a great feature that I can bring people up now. And yeah, then there are a few people who do not they just don't want to leave. They've had a conversation and they keep going and going, and I'm like, guys, I think I need to go now. Thanks a lot. My mom is calling. I need to go have dinner.
You're like, ring, ring. Oh, that's my phone.
A few people. So I love the feature, that feature for for the interaction, for the direct interaction with the audiences, with the fans. But then there are a few times like these when a few people. I've actually done. I've reduced the frequency of taking people online with me by like 50% because I came across a lot of such people who just don't leave. They keep on asking me questions and questions, and when they're done with the conversation, they have nothing to talk about. They have nothing to ask you, and all they ask you is, "What's up?"
Yes.
That's it. Like nothing's up. I'm lying in Instagram. I'm talking to you. Okay, that's great. What's up?
Yeah, I seen those too, and you kind of feel bad like saying anything, but at the same time you kind of think, well, this is common sense, like you don't have nothing to say, bye, but they're still there and they just keep one asking, the what's up question. So what are you doing?
I can't be too rude to them. I can't just ask them to leave. But they should have the basic courtesy and just understand that I'm done having a conversation with you. Bye.
Yeah, especially if they're seeing there's more
Yeah.
people that they want to, come up and ask, different question or something like that. But I've seen a lot of lives where you kind of like looking and you're the one that's feeling bad because they're not talking, you're done answering their questions, you ask them questions, and I seen a lot of them that they said, so what are you up to? Nothing. You're like, that's not like a conversation. You can get anything out of it and start a conversation. If you're asking to get put on a live, please people have some type of questions in mind, or have a conversation. If they ask you what are you doing, nothing. Like, oh, okay, that's great. So what you been up to? Oh, not much. It's like, how can you have a
And there
conversation
are a
like
few
that?
people. There are a few people who come up on the live and they're like, "I'm just here to request a song. Please sing this." I mean, you could do that in the chat box as well. I'm not doing it. Why do you have to show your face and just make me sing to you like that? So I do come across it.
Yeah, they want to feel
A lot.
special. They want to feel special. They're like, oh, he's singing to me. I'm right there on his live. But yeah, people like, kind of get it together. Please understand, sometimes, they want to get to know the fans, and especially when they have something to talk about. But when there's like something like that they put you out there and you're one of like 100 persons that they're watching the live and you're lucky enough to get there, and they ask you what you're doing and you just say nothing, that's really not gonna go anywhere. You don't leave a big impact that way. You leave a big impact like, okay, I'm never gonna bring the person back again. But yeah, try to have a conversation, and because I know, I mean, I seen it, like I said, on many different lives for actors, singers, and just sometimes regular people that they just kind of chat in there like their friends, they kind of chat, but they really have nothing to say, and you're like, oh my god, I really like clicking here, and you just get out, and you kind of lose an audience like that.
You do, yes. It is a lot of audience that way. But I think, once in a while it's fine. You do come across a lot of people, all kinds of people. But lately I was getting a lot of them. And that is when I stopped taking people online. It's just
Oh.
the ones that I know now that who can come up, who can probably just sing, probably have a conversation, and they know when to leave. So that's the most important thing. So that I add those people up for sure.
Wow, so you were getting a lot of the ones that they had nothing to say. Nothing's going on in their
Yeah,
lives. Wow, that's
yeah.
crazy. Where was it? Well, I know you get people from everywhere in the world. Uh, where you have more fans? Like in which country do you have more fans? Is it India?
India, of course, India has the most. My all probably like 70% of my followers are from India. Um, then there's Dubai because a lot of Hindi speakers are out there. A lot of people who listen to Hindi music. They listen to a lot of Bollywood music. They're out there, and Indonesia is there. In fact, I just checked my statistics out probably like 2 days ago, and these were the top three countries: India, Dubai, and
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Wow.
Yeah,
Because I know you just don't sing in Spanish and English and Hindu, but you sing in different other languages too, right? In dialect.
in dialects, yes,
Dialect.
yes.
Okay.
I speak. I can sing in Punjabi. I can sing in Bengali. So I've told you before.
Yeah, that's one of the things that
Yeah.
if you guys don't know, like India has so many dialects. Like it's not even funny. How many did we say last time? Was it like over 30?
Over 30.
Over 30 dialects that they're. So just imagine, like that's how they recognize where each person is from, what part of India. It's like, oh, you're right next to me, but you're speaking like different type of dialect. um, and that's what I was telling you about when people speak Spanish, it's a little bit different, but not so different like you guys have it. And that's how you recognize like where's
Yeah.
everybody from India. And I think that's something just amazing, and a lot of people are saying, well, I don't speak Indian, and I'm like, is that a language? I'm like, no, it's Hindu, and if you want to go into it, that's it's more and more
Yeah, so
crazy.
the dialects and the accents, they change every 100 kilometers out here.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
wow.
that's a fact.
But everybody speaks Hindu, right? And besides, they speak a different dialect.
Hindi,
I
yes,
mean Hindi.
Hindi. They most of them they do speak Hindi.
So there's places that they
But
don't speak it.
no, they all speak Hindi, but there are a few places where they're a little slow in Hindi, probably. They're more
Oh,
into their regional language because they've grown up speaking them. But those are all official languages, so they just
so
do the
Hindi is
work.
kind of like a second language.
They work everywhere. Yeah,
Oh.
it is.
Hi, interesting. So see, we learn something all the time. I thought I learned that last time, and see, but that's just incredible. And is there any other language that you would like to sing that you kind of want to learn the language?
I really want to learn French and Arabic. These are the two languages that are very, I don't know, they sound very fascinating to me, so I really want to learn.
Well, I know you did your little video TikTok, like, well, not TikTok. Well, usually it's in TikTok, but you're not on TikTok because TikTok is banned in India. But
Yeah, I
you
did.
did the video of how you will look on different nationalities. And
I did.
yeah, how was that? Which one do you like?
I love the British one. It is actually very near to my face cut, and more of my sense of styling. So yeah, a lot of people like the Japanese and the Russian one. I don't know why, but yeah.
Well, I'll stick with the original one. Yeah, that's better.
There were a lot of people. I think I got over 50 or 60 comments saying I love the Indian one. I
Yes.
love the original one. It's very sweet of them. So
Yes,
yeah.
I totally agree, ladies. Yes, definitely. And that's one of the things, like I was watching the other day the movie Eternals, and they had that comedian, the Indian actor, and I was like, man, Arian would have been so good, there like on this movie. So you need to come to Hollywood.
Definitely, that's in my plan as well. Let's see. Once this whole pandemic situation gets better, I'm definitely flying to LA.
I mean, what about if it doesn't get better? Because I mean, I'm hearing all kinds of things. They're saying that this is just something that we need to start learning to live with it. That we just basically, after all the, like I said, all the Transformers pass, the Omicron, all those things, they're still gonna come out with new ones, and it's never gonna be like the ending of it. If that doesn't happen, what are your plans? Do you still want to come to the United States and try to do a tour here?
Of course. I'm gonna do what I have to do. I don't think the court can stop me. But it's as long as I can take all the precautions I am taking all of them. But once I really wanna get into Hollywood, do a movie, I really I will do that actually.
Well, you need to start making plans.
I do have plans. I'm not telling you about that.
No, you said we talk about everything, so spill them. No, I'm just kidding. No, but that's one of the things that I was asking because we all say when this is all over, we're gonna do this. When this is all over, we have this and that. But what about if it is true what they're saying, that we need to just learn how to live with it, and pretty much we're just gonna be wearing masks, to a lot of places, and get more shots and things like that. So that's what I said. Like, what if it doesn't happen? Like, you still gonna do like whatever is in your mind.
I think the masks are a good thing, that they're a blessing in disguise, because I can avoid a lot of unwanted people when I'm on the streets.
Yes.
That's been a good thing. I've been wearing extra, the bigger masks, which cover most of my face, and I can just ignore them. I cannot make eye contact and pass by.
And glasses. You put the mask and the glasses. And the hat.
I can manage.
Yeah, because you're pretty tall, so wherever you go, I'm pretty sure you kind of get the attention of like, wow.
It's not about the attention. So I around my place, I say, I know a lot of people, and it's not, you don't feel like socializing. You don't have the energy to socialize every day. So there are times when I wear the mask and the glasses and the hat, and then I just
when you go to a public place like to eat or something, and then they're like, "Hey, Ariane, this and this and that," and you're eating, they're seeing you there with your food and stuff, and they just don't stop talking, and you keep kind of looking at the food like, "I'm here because I'm hungry, so I really would like to eat. Now it's getting cold." And has that happened to you?
That has happened a lot of times. I hate those people.
But that's what you get for being so good.
I was at this place. I was having soup, and a person I haven't met for like 6 years now. He came up to me. He's like, "Hey man, it's been a long time." And I was genuinely happy seeing him. And how are you doing? What are you doing? I told him all about myself. I summarized it all in probably 2 minutes, and that was my mistake, that I asked him, "What are you doing these days?" And he went, for 10 minutes, that gentleman, he went on and on about his business, his family business, what he used to do, what he's doing now. And my soup is, it's like a juice now. It's like a cold pressed juice.
Yes.
And I was like, and it's, so I had to get it reheated. But it was frustrating. Those 10 minutes were frustrating. I'm like, I get the gist of what you're doing, but let me have my food.
And the thing is, like, you don't pay attention really on what they're saying, because your mind is kind of like my soup. So.
It is that, yeah.
Yeah, but if you see somebody eating and you want to say hi, just go and say hi. But please, they're eating, so. Unless they're eating, even if it's cold, then you just
for everybody. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So please.
Just for everybody.
So there's quite a few things, guys. Okay, there's the food, there's the going live and going up there. You know, ask your questions, say bye. If you have nothing to say, then don't even try to go up there. You know, that's how we go. I mean, I call it up there. You know, but you guys know what I mean. I'm not talking about anything else. But yeah, that's but you kind of think that is common sense, and because you have it. I mean, if you see somebody that you get to a restaurant and see one of your friends is already eating, you know, you go probably and say hi and bye. You know, nice to see you. You know, enjoy your meal, blah blah blah, and you go and do your own thing. That's pretty much what I would do. But
I'm a person who won't even go say hi till they're done.
Oh no.
I love food, and I respect food a lot, so I just let them finish. Even when I'm eating, I have an eye on their food. When they're done with it, then I get up for a minute and I go say hi, and I'm back to my table. Then.
With the belly happy, then you're happy, and then you do your thing.
Exactly. Yeah. But I can leave. I'll be like, excuse me, I have my food to finish, and I can. Yeah, it's a win-win situation.
Yes, exactly. No, I love food too, and you know that's just like I said, my only addiction. So it is pretty nice when you can eat it either warm if it has to be warm or cold if it needs to be cold. Because when you're eating cold stuff and then they're talking and it gets warm, it's like, all right, or melted, you know. So yeah. One time we went to eat ice cream, and then this lady started talking with me, and my kids were like, "Mom, your ice cream is gone. It's all water now," you know. And I'm like. And the lady kept on talking, even though when my kids, you know, had mentioned that, and I was like, oh, there goes my ice cream, you know. It really feels bad, but, you know, it is what it is. I guess we just have to deal with that situations, you know, with different people. But people use common sense, you know, when there's something going on, just kind of don't stay there because besides they're not paying attention to you. Like I said, you know, probably you were not paying attention to your friend when he was just going on and on and on because you were thinking about your food, and well, that's not a win-win like you said. Definitely. And so I didn't tell us for this year what's coming up this year besides, you know, the songs that you're releasing in April.
So apart from the song I'm releasing, so I have 3 songs planned for this year. Could be more if I feel like it. But 3 definitely that they're coming out, and they're starting. The releases they start around April for sure. And I'm done with the pre-production part is done. I am gonna be done with the sound. I'm gonna be done with the video soon. And yeah, hopefully April. That's the target. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for it.
That's awesome. What about your dancing? I mean, have you done any dancing?
How do you know about my dancing?
Oh, mi amor, ¿cómo? I know.
Yeah, I mean, I've been out of practice for a lot of time. It's been a long time I haven't danced. I only dance at parties now, but I need to get back at training. I really want to learn bachata.
Oh.
And I really, I've been thinking about it. I want to join classes. So
That's
probably the next time when we talk on here, we might just be, I might just be a little bit trained, a little bit in practice.
That sounds so good. I didn't know you like that. It is I think it's
I do, I love it.
I don't know how to say it. It's like so.
It looks very elegant.
Yes, yeah. There you go. Yeah, yeah. It looks very elegant, and I want to say, you know, my word is like delicious. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know how to really express it, but you know what I mean. So have you tried it before?
I have not.
No, just
watching. I've watched the videos. I go through the Instagram reels or the bachata reels, and I want to learn this. So I'm probably just gonna ask a friend, a dancer friend, and take her to a bachata class. Let's see.
Wow, that is so good. So do you have like a school close to you that they teach that type of dance?
I'm pretty sure.
There are private.
Do my research. I'm gonna do my research, and I'll get back to you.
Okay. I think I'm gonna be ended up in private lessons for you.
You never know.
Yeah, but yeah, that's one of But what about the music? I mean, do you like any of the bachata songs that you probably listen quite a few times? I mean, usually it's Romeo
I agree.
Santos, Prince Royce, some of the popular ones.
The popular ones, of course, I mean, I've heard all around place, all over the place, but yeah, I can't recall because it's a you know it's a new thing which I've been thinking about. So I'll I'm getting into it. I'm definitely gonna learn. That's for sure.
Yeah, because
And
that's very, very popular. I mean, bachata. Well, I mean, all of them, right? But that's one um, that became kind of like a very popular not too long ago. So
yeah,
that's why, like I'm saying. And what about if you sing for us like something in Hindi?
something in Hindi.
Yes,
Okay. Hmm. Are we doing a love song again?
it's up to you.
Okay. So I did this. I did this cover on my Instagram. The song is called Bela Pyar, and yeah, which literally translates to first love.
Ah.
And there you go. बातें जरूरी हैं तेरा मिलना भी जरूरी मैंने मिटा दे ये जो तेरी मेरी दूरी झूठी है बोलाए सारी दुनिया की इश्क जहाना चाहिए तेरा होना मेरा होना क्या होना अगर न दूर मिले तू पहला पहला प्यार मेरा तू पहला पहला प्यार मेरा तू पहला पहला प्यार मेरा तू पहला पहला प्यार मेरा
Wow. I mean, I hear all your songs, on Instagram when you put them, and I have no idea what they're saying, but just seeing you how you interpret the song, that like I feel it is like, that's so beautiful, and plus it sounds beautiful too. I have no idea what he's saying, but I don't think I will be singing it because I don't, I cannot imitate your guys's, accent. But um, but also I read a lot of your fans that they speak Hindi and stuff like that. I see their comments, sometimes they put the comments in English and stuff, so I'm able to read what they said about the song, and they're always like, wow, that is so beautiful. I'm like, oh, I felt it. Okay, so we're good. And another thing I was gonna ask you is like, is there a big project that you've been thinking about doing, but you've been just postponing it because whatever reason it is, but you're like, okay, this is where I actually want to get, or this is what I want to do, either this year, next year, whenever?
Nothing too big as of now, but there is a collaboration project um, with one of the known Indian rappers out here, and that has been pending for a while now. But that is only because the song, it's again, I'm taking a lot of time. I might want to take my good sweet time to make it because I want to put out the best stuff if I'm putting it out with a famous rapper out there. So that is pending for sure, and so I'm working on that as well. That is going to be one of the 4 songs that I've planned
Oh,
this year. So let's hope that happens in my life.
And thus he tells you like, come on, Ariane, just get it together. Let's get it done.
I mean, he's not the one who's after me. I'm the one who's like, okay, let's do it. Does it sound good? He's like, yeah, it's sounding good. Send me the scratch. I'm like, no, wait, let me make some changes. And then I send him another scratch, which is a total different thing the next week. And he's like, it doesn't sound like the one before. I'm like, oh, that was sounding better, right? So I'll work on that. It's been taking a while. I've been working on it since, what, October.
Okay. So you just don't change little things. You change pretty much sometimes the whole thing.
I think I'm very problematic that way, yes.
So I can see, well, when I interviewed you last year and I saw, before your interview, I saw kind of like the process when you were writing your song. You were taking your time, It was like, I think I forgot it, but I even like knew some of the lyrics, like, because I heard you, and I saw you working, many, many hours. And I was like, oh my God, he's like so perfectionist. It's just crazy.
I streamed that whole session. The camera was right here. I was recording, and yeah.
I remember you like, okay, well, this doesn't sound good. Let me do it higher, and so I remember all that stuff, and I was like, wow.
But it's just because once your music is out there, music is one thing. When you record, when it's out there, it stays on because it's a social media world these days, and it's just out there. When you put it out there, it stays forever. And when I put the thing online, I just want to make sure I give that song or that cover or that whatever that I'm putting out my best. So yeah, I do get to take a lot of time. So I do like I streamed that whole session. I do have sometimes my friends on FaceTime, on video calls, and just chilling basically, and then I just suddenly start working. So I keep my phone aside. They keep looking at me. They keep watching how the whole process works, and I just ask them to mute because I want to record. Like, if you wanna see me working, you gotta mute. I'm gonna record. So that happens. That happens a lot.
Well, that's a good thing because we see, the process, and like I said, that's how I noticed how perfectionist you were. When I saw it first, I was like, wow. And for me, like, it sounded good, but you like, no, there's this little thing, I was like, okay. And then you did it again, and I was like, wow. I mean, it was getting better and better and better, but I'm not saying like the first time it wasn't good because I thought it was good. But it, like you said,
it's in your mind, yeah. So for a non-musician, if you're watching a session being recorded, the singer, that he might take 100 takes of that one line, and all those 100 times, for a non-musician, it will sound the same and it will sound good. But first of all, even if you're a musician, who's listening to the session, they'll be like, yeah, it's coming out fine, it's okay. But when you're a musician, when you're in front of the microphone, you're recording something, one thing which keeps coming into your mind is like, I can do better. I think I can do better. I can do better. And after that, there's also a point where when you overdo it, it goes downhill, and then you start spoiling it. And that is when you should know. A musician should always know that after this, if I record this anymore, I'm going to spoil this one. So I think I'm going to keep this take, and I'm going to move ahead to the next line or the next verse. So that sense is very important. So when that happens, yeah.
Yeah, because it does happen when you want to try to get something, to get better and better, and sometimes it goes the other way around. It gets worse, and it's like, I should have, just gone with the other one. But that's one of the good things, like you said, you need to know. So I'm glad you do. But there is, that fine line to be able to tell. So, wow, that's great. So let me translate a little bit what we've been talking about en Spanish. Entonces lo que estamos platicando con Ariane es los planes que tiene él para, bueno, nada más no este año, pero para el futuro. Estaba diciendo que pues una de las cosas que él quiere hacer también es venir acá a los Estados Unidos, entonces le decía yo que se viniera acá a Hollywood a hacer películas y dice que sí le gustaría a él, tal vez cuando termine todo esto de la pandemia. Y también le pregunté qué tal si no termina lo de la pandemia, como dicen en muchos lugares están diciendo, de que es algo que tal vez tenemos que aprender a vivir con eso, y porque nunca se sabe cuándo se va a terminar o si va a salir otra cosa y así nos la vamos a llevar. Entonces él que entonces va a seguir él con sus planes, tiene planes de venir a Estados Unidos, hacer una gira en Estados Unidos, y no, pues no nada más aquí en Estados Unidos, pero en muchos lugares. Quiere aprender a hablar francés y árabe. Dice que son dos de los lenguajes que le llaman la atención también para poder hacer música en esos idiomas. Si ustedes lo siguen en Instagram, pudieron ver un video donde él hizo cómo se vería él en diferentes nacionalidades, y le gustó a él más el británico, que dice que es más su estilo de cómo él se viste, y también su forma de cara no cambió mucho. Los comentarios que tuvo más es como que prefirieron el original, así que si quieren ir a verlo, vayan a verlo, está padre, está padre. La otra cosa que también estamos hablando es acerca de cómo él hace música. Él se toma mucho tiempo haciendo su música, porque dice ya cuando lo saca uno, ya está en las redes sociales, o sea, aunque lo borre de un lugar, se queda en otros lugares, y él no quiere que si algo no le gusta a él, que esté 100% seguro que quiere ponerlo así al público, no lo pone. Entonces dice que le toma mucho tiempo para escribir, para hacer música. Yo lo vi el año pasado haciendo una de las canciones, y fueron días que estuvimos ahí viendo cómo él hacía todas las cosas, y sí, es muy detallista y muy perfeccionista también. Entonces es una de las cosas que dice él que le lleva mucho tiempo. Ahorita uno de sus cosas sus planes que tiene para este año es grabar con un rapero muy famoso de la India, pero dice que le manda la canción y luego le dice él, está bien. Entonces él dice, ¿sabes qué? No me gustó esto, déjame cambiar todo lo que no me gustó, y manda otra canción y él dice, oye, esta es completamente diferente a lo que mandaste antes. Sí, es que ya no me gustó esa. Entonces la está cambie, pero dice que por fin este año quiere ya empezar a grabarla esa. También, como vieron, a él le encantan también los Beatles, y es una de las canciones que nos canta ahorita, esa es su favorita, dice que la va a grabar también. También dijo que nos va a grabar Despacito esta semana, así que vamos a estar esperando a ver si es cierto. Y la cosa que le preguntaba yo a la canción de Despacito, que si fue muy difícil para él aprenderse las letras, y dice que para la gente de la India es muy fácil mimicar los acentos de otros lenguajes, de otros idiomas. Entonces él aprendió la canción imitando nada más las palabras. Él no sabía lo que estaba diciendo ni nada. Y después ya fue que empezó a leer la letra y empezó a memorizársela y así. Pero dice que él aprendió básicamente nada más escuchando los sonidos de la canción. Y así fue como se la aprendió. Y como ustedes vieron, pues todavía se la sabe. Y creo que yo soy la única que se la pide. Pero dice que él la cantaba mucho en las fiestas, con sus amistades y con sus amigos también, así que les gustaba mucho. Dice, yo para enseñarles que yo ya sabía cantar en español. Entonces me dijo que le manden a las canciones que me gustan para ver si se la aprende en español, así que vamos a mandarle una de Carlos Rivera a ver qué tal nos va. Y pues sí, pues vamos nada más, ya vamos a despedirlo ahorita. Vamos a mandar saludos aquí a los que tenemos aquí. I'm going to say hi to the people that Facebook allow me to see, because you guys know that Facebook blocked me from a lot of things. But Mike Martinez, good morning. He says, good morning. Silvia, my mom, saludos. Que tengan un bendecido día. Su mamá say, have a blessed day, which for you is a blessed night. Let's see. Luis Lara, hola Silvia, hola Luis. Carlos Portillo, say, I love this. He said, good morning, Colorado. Carlos says that you sing, I think he kind of meant that you sing very beautiful. Let me see. Mama said that you have a beautiful voice. And yeah, they were talking about that song that you sang in Hindi. It says that it's very beautiful too. And Eladio Tiveros desde Colombia. Besos hasta Colombia. Saludos a todos en norteño, la comunidad mexicana. Eso. We love you. We love you too. Thank you so much for watching us. And if I don't see your comment, afterwards, I'll go and review everything and answer you guys. But Ariane, is there anything that you want to tell the audience about yourself, something that they don't know and you would like them to know?
About me,
Yes.
well,
Well, about me, it doesn't matter, you know. I'm just kidding.
well, Sylvia, I think.
No, don't say
Sylvia.
it. Don't say it.
Well, me, I think Sylvia has asked me quite a lot of questions, quite a lot in detail. So I think you all know about me already. But so okay, I don't know if you know it, Sylvia, but I love cooking. I love to cook.
I I kind of had an idea because of your post, but I didn't know that you were making the food. So that those posts that
Yeah,
you put up, those are you when you're cooking?
that's me when I cook. Yeah.
What's your favorite dish?
What's your favorite dish?
It's hard to say when you love
I
food, huh?
Yeah, I love food and I love everything. But so there's this Indian dish. It's called butter chicken,
I love it.
and I love butter chicken. Yes.
I love butter chicken. Oh my God, you had to come to Colorado and cook for me butter chicken. I don't know if
I
I,
will. I will.
if I told you, but when I used to be a network engineer, I had a lot of friends, from India.
Yes,
So
you
we
did.
did the barbecue and there was a butter chicken. Yes. Wow. What about I haven't eaten Indian food in a while. Now that not now I'm craving it. What are they called? That like the tortillas? No, no.
Roti.
Do you make those
The,
too?
the, yeah, I do. I do. Yeah. Naan.
None, none. Okay, I was like, no,
Naan.
see,
Yeah.
nuns. Oh, those are so delicious. Oh my God, with the butter chicken, because like Mexicans, we eat everything with tortillas or bread, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's like when I found out that Indian food they had the nuns, I'm like, yes, yes. So I was really really happy and excited. So I grab it and I put the chicken in there, like I kind of share it a little bit and
Yeah.
then and eat it. Wow, that's amazing. So you learning from your mom or you just natural?
I did learn a lot from my mom, but eventually, when you get the hang of it, you just know how to cook things. Then I, of course, used the internet, everything, and now I love cooking. I love experimenting. I just made an orange and chili sauce chicken. I just put that on my Instagram story as well.
I'm gonna have to watch it. Yeah. So, so you're one of because let's be real here. Some people cannot cook. Like as you give them a recipe and it's not coming out. It doesn't matter if they follow it through. I mean, there's something I don't know what it is, but they can't cook. So you're one of the people that okay, here's the recipe and it comes really good.
I just have to go through the recipe once, and even if it's a YouTube video, I just go through it once, and I'm like, okay, I have the idea of it. I can now go into the kitchen and make something out of it.
And put
But
your
yeah,
own stuff.
for sure, I make good music. Yeah, I make good food.
Oh, that sounds good. And one of the things about people don't understand when you cook or you bake, like I love cooking and I love baking, is that you can put the stuff that you like the most. Like let's say you try something, it's like, this is good, but if it had a little bit more peanut sauce, it would be perfect. So once you cook it,
Yes, exactly.
you put a whole bottle of peanut sauce in there or whatever is that you like, and so you give it more of the flavor that you like when you bake as well. Some of the pastries that you eat it and then you like this it needs to have more jelly
Yeah.
or.
When you read a recipe, when you come across a recipe, you don't have to follow 100% of it. I think if you make a few add-ons by yourself, if you make a few changes by yourself, it makes it really good. It gives you, it gives the dish your own touch.
Yeah, your
Which is amazing.
personal touch is like, okay, this is by me.
Yes, exactly.
Is there any Mexican food that you like?
Mexican food, I like a lot of it. I love tacos. I love burrito. And,
What type of tacos? What type of tacos?
Um, so my favorite is actually Baja fish taco,
Okay.
and
The shrimp
yeah,
and
so
fish.
that is yeah. So I love that, and What else? I love quesadillas.
Oh, yes.
So yeah.
Flour or corn?
Um, actually, depends on my mood. Mostly flour.
Most of flour. I'm both.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love food, so you know, it's if somebody asks me like what's my favorite dish, I'll be, you know, I have many, so it's kind of hard. And have you cooked any Mexican food?
I love good tacos. Yes, I've made tacos.
Huh. There's
Yeah, I have.
I need to. Have you tried mole? No.
I, I
It's chicken, and it's like a brown sauce. It's like a sweet and a little bit spicy sauce. It kind of looks like, well, you know, now that we're talking about butter chicken and mole, it's kind of the same, just different color, and it's less spicy than the butter chicken. So I need to send you a picture when I make it, and I think you'll like it.
yeah, definitely. I'm gonna try it as well.
Yeah.
Probably gonna look at another recipe and do it my own time.
Yeah, because you know what? It's now they make things a little bit easier now. I mean, when you make the mole sauce, usually it's a lot of different type of seeds, you know, blend together and stuff like that. But now they sell you the like the little jar with the mole already made. You just
Yeah.
add, you know, it has chocolate. So you add chocolate to it, and then some chicken broth, and a little bit of salt, and a little bit of sugar, and pretty much it's done. You know, and like I said, you make it at your own taste. You know, however you want it. A lot of people just grab it out of the jar and they're like, oh, this doesn't taste good. I was like, you just need to put your touch in there. You know? But I had to send that to you. And I noticed too, another new for me that I didn't know, that you started going to the gym too. Oh, well, you working
I
out?
did, yeah.
Are you working out?
I'm trying to look good for the videos. I'm trying to look good for my music videos.
Okay, so you just like work out right before the video and that's it, or you're like hungry?
No, I really no. I want to call myself, someone who takes care of his health, but then I do go a little bit. I really want to be consistent. I am super inconsistent when it comes to working out. But now I've actually, the gyms are closed again. They shut down after you study. So I'm working out at home. It's been a week. The week has been good. I've been I've been sleeping on time for the change. I've been waking up on time. I've been trying to make that change.
And what is that time?
And the time is see, as you know, I used to sleep around 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning. So I've got that down to 1 or 2 a.m.
Good.
But still a long way to go. Let's see.
Wow. Yeah, because when you said I don't remember if I think I heard you saying that on a live video that you were working out. I was like, oh wait, he didn't used to before. But I mean, of course, not like you. Well, I hate when people are like, you don't need to work out. You know, you look good. But you know, at the same time, you want to feel your best, especially if you're making a music video, if you're out there, you know, in front of the public, and if you love food, like I do. You know, it's like that's one of the things that a lot of people is like, well, of course you have to look good because you work in front of a camera. And it's like, boy, working in front of the camera, that doesn't make you look good just instantly. You had to do something about it. And especially no, people, I do work out because I love food. So I love eating. And even yesterday, I was like, oh my God, I overate. You know, I'm not going to feed on anything tomorrow. But, you know, we found something to fit in today. I found the cinnamon rolls that they're strawberry. Instead like cinnamon, it's a strawberry sauce. And they're so good. And I think I ate like 4 of them yesterday. And they're filling. I mean, it's flour, and you know, and I had to have like my milk, you know, with my cinnamon rolls and stuff. So that's why, you know, like working out makes you feel good, and you can keep on eating without like, oh, I do want to eat that, but I can't because if I do, you know, like I gain weight and stuff. Just work out, people. You know, and especially you're still very young, even though, like I said, you look more mature now. You're still young. Your metabolism is faster than one, a lot of us. but that's one of the good things. Like you say, you want to get more, have like a discipline, constant, like do your exercises. So that's pretty good.
Yes.
I'm proud of you. Very proud of you.
I've always dreamt of having a six pack.
How's that going?
That's it's not going at all. It's not going anywhere as of now. But yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying.
So you're working more of your torso than other parts of your body?
I'm working. I'm doing a full body workout, but yeah, I need to get started with the abs as well. Let's see. Because when people say abs are made in the kitchen, they mean it because I can't control on my food habits, and but I need to. I can eat clean, but I can't eat less. So that's one thing. Well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Probably like for 3 months, I'm gonna give up on my favorite foods and try it out.
Well, you know what? It just depends. What exactly how you want your abs. Like for me, as long as my belly is flat, it doesn't matter if I have abs or not. But like food is one thing that I cannot take. Out like the food that I like. I really like a lot of junk food and pastries and things like that, and I cannot take them out. I'm so sorry. Like my brothers, they're both into the fitness and stuff like that. I said, wow, if you didn't eat the way you eat, your abs wouldn't be like you have the six pack and you'll have your arms and everything. I was like, it's okay. I'm okay with like this and eating how I eat. But yeah, if your goal is to have like more abs and stuff like that, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you kind of have to do or like double the exercise or something like that. But yeah, definitely, I want to see the six pack. In what do you say, 3 months, 4 months?
Yeah, around 4 months.
Okay, so we said it. Okay, I'm gonna remind you like, hey, how was the workout? Hey. But that's one of the good things that you can work out at home, especially how you guys have still a lot of restrictions going on in India. I work out at home too. A lot of people can do that, and sometimes it's a little bit like you hesitate a lot and procrastinate and stuff like that. But you have to do it, and just get it done, right?
Yeah, I think just when you're working out at home, the biggest step and the first and the biggest step is getting out of bed, and that's the hardest part.
Yes, it is. And yeah, like for me, sometimes it is just getting to the place where I have my exercise stuff. It's like I keep looking at the phone, like, do I have any messages that I need to reply? Do I have any? It's like, no, okay, just keep on going, walk all the way through. But once you're done, you feel amazing. And, a lot of people don't understand that. It's like, oh, no, it's like, just start. That's all it takes. Just start, and then you feel good. But, wow, I'm very, very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
Well, like I said, if you guys want to follow Ariane Sharma, that's how it is, Ariane Sharma, on Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube, and you guys probably gonna find on YouTube a lot of Ariane Sharma because that's what happened to me. Remember, I told you I didn't know that was a popular name. But just make sure look at the videos and you'll see because. I think you're the only one that has English and Hindi songs. I think the other ones are just Hindi or other type of language. Anything else that you would like to tell the audience, Ariane?
I think that was all. It's always it's always lovely being here. It's always lovely talking to you.
Oh.
And so it's again it's 1:30 a.m. and I still don't feel sleepy because old days. And I love being here. It's always great to have a conversation with Sylvia.
Thank you.
Because she doesn't just come on here and say what's up.
What's up? Nothing.
She's got conversations. She's got a lot of things to talk about. So it's lovely. Thank you so much for having me on here again.
No, you're welcome, and it's always a pleasure, talking to you. And I'm never quiet unless I'm busy. One of the things with when I met Ariane, I used to watch him when I was exercising. So he was always like, Sylvia, what you doing? I was like, exercising. So because it takes me like 2 hours, 3 hours to exercise, like I would watch, like I would watch him like the whole time. So that's how I got to know a lot of the stuff, that he does and things like that. But it's always a pleasure. I'm never quiet unless I'm busy. But I'm always here. So whatever, we can help you here in my station, that those are open for you. And can't wait till hear that you're in the United States, and we can like do something together. That will be wonderful. So.
Definitely, that'll be amazing, yeah.
Ya, y como les digo, sigan a Arián Charma en Instagram, en Facebook, en el YouTube. Asegúrense que la cuenta de él de YouTube es la de él. Tiene canciones en hindú y también tiene las canciones en inglés. Los demás son otros lenguajes. Y sí, pues esperamos que pronto venga a los Estados Unidos y no sé, a otros países también para que lo escuchen en persona. Se escucha muy, muy bien. Ahorita con los en vivos, la voz a veces se quiebra un poquito, las distracciones con toda la tecnología, pero tiene una voz muy, muy hermosa. Espero que lo sigan. Es una persona muy linda como lo ven por dentro y por fuera. I always said that, like I said, you also remind me of how I told you I was going to send you a song in Spanish? Well, you remind me of him. So, and I'm going to send you a video where it kind of looks a little bit like the video that you posted about the different nationalities. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, but thank you so much, mi amor. I always appreciate you. I wish you the best always. And we'll be in contact, that. And I'll be waiting in a week for my son.
For sure, this week.
My birthday.
When is it?
Tuesday.
Okay.
So I don't give you a week now.
Let me try doing something. Let me do it. Let me try doing something. Give you a birthday gift.
Yes, please, something beautiful. So there it is. So now it's like we're gonna keep checking on him. But yeah, no, thank you so much. No pressure. No, I'm just kidding. No, I am kidding about no pressure. I'm not kidding that you have to send me a gift, a song or something, even though if it's not Despacito. But yeah, but thank you, and you have a wonderful night. I love you. Kisses always, and we'll keep in contact.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, and thanks for having me. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye, mi amor.
Bye-bye. See you.
And that was Arián Charma for you guys. Like he said, it's like 1:30 over there in India, and well, he was still here with us. And I wanted to say something about here, and I forgot, so I apologize about that. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week. We'll see you guys next Sunday. And next Sunday, I'm gonna have a singer that is actually the cousin of Pancho Barraza, which is one of the big singers that we have for the Música Regional Mexicana. So I hope you guys tune in as well. And nothing, just have a wonderful Sunday. Love you guys, and we'll see you next week en Canciones de Domingo con Silvia, KUHS de Radio y Televisión. Nos vemos la semana que entra. Muchísimas gracias por estar con nosotros. Ahí estuvo Arián Charma para ustedes. Vayan y síganlo en sus redes sociales. Y nos vemos el domingo que entra con Paco, el Rey, que es el primo de Pancho Barraza. Así que no se les olvide sintonizarnos a las 11:30 otra vez, tiempo de Denver. Y aquí en el aire continuamos con más música y tenemos a Robbie Jure pegadito.